at you. You fail at everything. You're pathetic. Leave me alone. Pull up your socks. You're such an embarrassment. You have to be punished. No, you can't this time. A superhero is coming to protect me. Why would a superhero care about you? Why would anyone care about you? No one is coming to save you. Now take your punishment like a man. Oh.
Hey, I didn't know you guys would be here. That was just a voiceover, by the way. It's not really happening. It was happening years ago, over and over in my head. I started hearing voices and seeing visions when I was a kid. At first, they made me feel like I wasn't good enough to do things. But when I was 11, they became destructive, violent, and aggressive, and told me to harm myself, which I did. I didn't tell anybody about them. My escape was reading comic books. But somewhere along the line, my vision started to take the shape of comic book villains. They terrified me. But then I thought, maybe I could bring a superhero out of the comics too, to protect me. I'd call to them, I'd plead with them, but none ever came, until one day when I first met, hey, but wait, I wrote all this, everything I remember, my story. I wrote it into like a play script. We were planning to perform it at the Vail Place radio show, right here in the Vail radio studio. I really don't know how you guys got in here, but anyways, this was supposed to be a first read-through. But since you're here, you might as well stay. You can give us some feedback. What do you say? Okay, let's do this. Can I have the folks that were going to read with me?
What roles are we playing?
Just grab a script. Each one is marked. Oh, but I need one more person. Cindy, would you come up and read a role, please?
Yep, you got it.
Cindy is on our board of directors. Thank you, Cindy. Just grab a script. Okay, we can make this work.
But we don't have Anderson Kruper, our regular radio host.
Well, here's the deal. Anderson has started his own call-in radio program, AC Knee Deep, so he's not available. But I've written something else in. Who's got the Debilitor script?
Oh, I do.
You need to be at that mic? Okay, here goes. Totally unrehearsed. Cue lights. Cue sound.
Hello there, Twin Cities mortals. Oh, lovely weather we're having.
This is Radio KVAIL, K-Vail, all recovery, all the time. The radio station of Vail Place, a one-stop shop for community-based mental health services that promote complete mental, physical, and social well-being, built on the values and rigorous standards of the internationally proven Clubhouse model. Vail Place. Recovery Superheroes is sponsored by North Memorial Healthcare, a leader in delivering advanced medical care, primary, urgent care, and specialty services in Minnesota, partnering with Vail Place to create a total care collaborative in North Minneapolis. To expand the services they provide to the community, North Memorial is opening a brand new mental health and addiction care outpatient clinic this December in Robbinsdale. North Memorial Healthcare.
911, what's your emergency?
There's this homeless guy. He's waving a knife around. Looks like he's bleeding really bad. He's over here.
He's crazy. He's been screaming at us and waving that knife. You gotta stop him.
This is the police. Put that knife down.
I don't understand.
He stabbed himself. No telling what he'll do.
Yes, Debilitor, I will end it.
Drop the knife.
You're wearing the suit of armor of a Debilitor warrior. You're with her.
My name is Norma. I'm a police officer.
Why are you sending your warriors, Debilitor?
I need you to drop the knife so we can get you some help.
Stay back. I'm going to finish it like I said I would.
Hey, John, I think my uniform is getting in the way here.
You want me to try?
Yeah, talk to him, but don't approach. See if he'll listen to you.
All right. My name is John, friend. What's yours?
Stay away.
I'm staying right here. I'm not here to hurt you.
You're with them.
Norma, you want to take a couple steps back?
Okay, but don't get any closer while he's got that knife.
You look like you're hurt pretty bad, and I'm a paramedic. I don't have any weapons, and I just want to help.
I don't believe you. Besides, it's too late.
Why is it too late?
Debilitor is too strong. I can't fight her anymore.
I can help you if you'll let me.
Are you going to fight Debilitor?
Well, how about you tell me your name first?
Thomas, like Doubting Thomas.
Okay, Thomas. Is there someone you trust, someone I can call for you?
I've called. I've been calling for years, but no one ever shows up.
I've got a phone right here. Can I call someone?
Oh, God, please don't use that on me. I don't want to go back there again.
All right, I put the phone away. You're safe. I'm not going to hurt you. I just want to help any way I can.
Are you going to fight Debilitor for me?
I will do my best.
You will?
Why don't you put that knife down? Then we'll get you somewhere safe, and then I'll fight her.
You finally come. I knew you would. Okay, you may not think that the paramedic did anything super heroic, but he did in my mind. He believed me. He was the first responder that listened to me. That was enough to convince me he was the superhero I had long been waiting for. They took me away in an ambulance, but I'm sure this is exactly how the rest of this scene played out.
I am Debilitor, demoness of desperation, here to claim another pathetic, forgotten soul.
Meet Desperation Destroyer, Debbie.
It's Debilitor. You will pay for your insolence, peon. I have won thousands of these battles.
Well, things are about to change.
My weapons are powerful. Ignorance, stigma, isolation.
My weapons are more powerful. Understanding.
Ow!
Safety.
Ow!
And hope.
Ow!
This is not over. A pathetic creature like Thomas cannot defeat me and my villainous cohorts.
But can it defeat?
Wait a minute.
What?
I have to thank another one of the generous sponsors who should be giving their money to me. Recovery Superheroes is sponsored by TCF Bank, financial tools and products that suit your lifestyle. In rhythm with your life, TCF Bank.
Nicely done.
Oh, thank you.
Can we get back to it?
Oh. Aha!
Respect.
I'm daring Dr. Dollar.
Ka-ching! Ka-ching! Ka-ching!
And my question to you is this. How can we shield ourselves from the villains that attack our healthcare system? Yes, the answer does involve dollars. But more importantly, where those dollars go. Are there wise investments that can help prevent things like unneeded hospitalizations and incarceration and homelessness? Watch carefully. I'll be back for a follow-up visit shortly.
Ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching.
Dr. Kildare, Dr. Kildare, please come to recovery room 1966. Dr. Kildare, you're wanted in 1966.
Are you a nurse?
No, I actually don't work for the hospital. I'm what's called a case manager. I work for Vail Place.
What's a case manager?
Well, I'm here to help you figure out what you need and want so that you can stay well. Do you understand what's happened to you over the past few weeks?
I'm not an idiot.
I don't think that. I just meant that you were having a difficult time when the paramedics brought you to the hospital a few weeks ago. You know, you draw really well.
I wasn't sharing.
Sorry?
You really think it's good?
I think it's amazing. Have you done that professionally?
I've never done anything professionally.
Maybe you should consider it.
You interested in buying this?
Well, I'm curious. What is that you're drawing on? It looks kind of recycled.
I pulled it out of the trash. They don't provide art materials here.
Well, I do think you could sell your work. Maybe once you change your canvas.
I guess it's like riding a bike. I haven't drawn anything in a very long time. Didn't know I still could.
Why did you stop?
Well, it's like this. When I'm experiencing psychosis, the things I draw start to move and talk to me.
Are they doing that now?
Nope. They put me on antipsychotics. Pretty nice doctor. She held my hand. I didn't want to take those pills until she held my hand. I won't be drawing much longer, though. They want to release me soon. I'm not sick enough to stay here any longer.
You know, that's exactly why I'm here, to make sure that you leave the hospital with a plan. So hopefully you don't end up back here again.
Well, here's the deal. I don't have anywhere to go. Once the meds they give me run out, I can't afford to buy more. Liquor is cheaper, and I'm a dedicated alcoholic anyway, so like they say, you do the math.
Do you have any family?
I lost track of them. Actually, they lost track of me. It's been a really long time.
Thomas, how about we start with finding you a place to stay? You can't get well and stay well if you don't feel safe, and you can't be safe if you don't have a place to stay.
Can you do that for me? I can't pay for an apartment or anything.
I think there are some options. Look, I'm gonna help you, and we're gonna take this one step at a time, okay?
Okay. And suddenly, I had another superhero on my side.
I am Crisis Warrior!
Swish.
Before you're released from this hospital, we're going to work together and write out a short-term plan that will cover getting you temporary housing.
Swish.
Getting you signed up for benefits, which you should qualify for.
Swish.
And putting together long-term goals based on your personal strengths and wishes, so you have things to look forward to and work toward. And I'm going to introduce you to Vail Place, where you can get a whole community of support.
Swish.
We can do this, Thomas!
Yes, we can.
I tell you, this audience is really killing my spirit. Oh, hello there. And all this touchy-feely crap is really bringing me down. Thomas, you don't believe that kind of stuff, do you?
Who are you?
I am Dubitor! Demon of doubt. I mean, you've trusted this kind of social work stuff before. Where's it gotten you?
Yeah, but he seemed really different, like he could...
Don't make me laugh! Seriously, that's embarrassing. Come on, I know you're already thinking, this can't possibly work. I belong on the street. I need to listen to my voices.
Dude, hey, I'd try not to listen if I were you.
What?
I think you're getting bad advice right now.
You can hear and see Dubitor?
Love the name, but I can only hear and see you. But I know what you realize what you're going through right now.
You see people, hear voices?
That's why I'm here, just like you, man.
You know I'm real, just as my henchman Igoritor is.
I don't mean to pry. Your private relationship's your own. But what's Dubitor telling you, man?
Not to listen to what the case manager told me, that I'm just going to back where I was and I should accept that.
Hey, listen to me, man. That Ben dude, he's legit. He just threw your lifeline. He's helped me, man.
But you're here.
Man, I'm not saying it's easy. I won't ever end up back in the psych ward, but when I leave here, I know I will have somewhere to go. To Val's place, man.
Is that a place to live?
You don't live there, but you do get a lot of help to find a place to live, go back to school, or to get a job if you want.
I can't handle all that. Sounds like way too much.
Yeah, exactly.
Val place sounds like it does so much. But let me start with this. Have you ever had a case manager meet you at the hospital to help you figure out what your plans will be when you're discharged?
No, I've always just left with some meds and a discharge paper that ended up in the trash.
You know, Thomas, that's what happens to most folks like us. That's why Vail Place partners with this Hospital North Memorial. They both know that you just can't forget about people after their crisis. And if you do, they'll end up back in crisis and back here, man.
You're back here.
Hey, it's tough, man. I'm not saying it's easy, but this is my first time back here in 3 years. I used to come here dozens of times every year.
Wow, another superhero to fight by my side.
Hey,
can you hear us now?
Hear you and have you in my sight. Ha, ha.
You're wasting your breath. He's ours. Ho, ho.
Not with Bell Place helping them switch.
I'd call it fail place.
You
Slosh.
called it what?
Yep.
A place that offers acceptance, dignity, and community.
We'll come back.
I'm sure you will. But by that time, Thomas will have a growing circle of superheroes by his side to beat you back, Dubitor.
Wow, I was pretty jazzed about Vail Place, but I didn't get there for a while yet. Almost didn't get there at all. It's not like I had my own transportation or even a bus pass. I had to rely on Ben, and he was great. He did everything in his power to find me a place to live. The landlords don't tend to say, hey, sure, I'd love to rent to somebody who's been homeless for years and doesn't have any income. Bring him right over. So the only option Ben could find for me right away was a shelter. Better than being on the street, right? Well, maybe not so much. I got beat up. What little I had was stolen. I stayed in the shelter because that's where Ben could find me. But before long, it took a toll, and my demons snuck back.
I don't want to say I told you so, but I told you so.
The situation is temporary.
Sure it is.
Ben's going to find me a place I can call home.
Oh, he's just another peddler of empty hope.
Ben really cares about helping me.
But he doesn't know you like I do.
I guess that's true. I don't know why I thought...
Thomas! Thomas, I found a place for you to live, Thomas.
Are you kidding me? The vacancy rate is something like 2%.
Where there's Vail Place, there is a way. We're darn good at what we do. And we have fantastic partnerships, like with the City of St. Louis Park and Project for Pride in Living, which runs Louisiana Court Apartments, 18 units dedicated to people who are long-term homeless, with Vail Place housing staff to provide ongoing support. Together, we help residents maintain their housing and connect with the resources they need. Grab my cape, Thomas. I'm going to fly you to your new home.
Boo!
We didn't actually fly, but Ben did have a nice Honda Pilot.
Did you know that it's estimated that almost half of adults in shelters are living with severe mental illnesses and/or substance use disorders? That means you cannot address homelessness without programs like Vail Place that provide ongoing support and collaborate with a wide range of community partners. The cost of homelessness includes hospitalization, medical treatment, incarceration, police intervention, and emergency expenses. Studies say we can save more than $20,000 per person per year by replacing shelter stays with supportive housing. Now, that's an investment worth considering.
Don't listen to daring Dr. Dollar, or DDD as we villains refer to her. We are the ones with a proven track record, not Vail Place. Today's program is brought to you by Success Computer Consulting, providing managed network support, advanced network engineering, outsourced help desk and database and reporting services, all designed to help you achieve business success. Success Computer Consulting. And I, demoness of desperation, will successfully deliver villainy. Make your checks payable to Debilitor. That is D-E-B-I.
Hey, Thomas.
Hi, I wondered if you'd be here.
Heard you were coming, and I wanted to be around and say hello. Welcome to Vail's Place, man. Hey, everybody. This is Thomas.
Hey, Thomas. Welcome.
Thanks. Wow, people are friendly here.
You don't know the half of it, but you soon will, brother. Thomas, you are about to get a superhero at Vail's Place from no other, a super welcome from Vail's Place from no other individual other than Hannah, also known as
Inclusior. Welcome, warrior.
Yes.
Thomas, you're at a safe place, the clubhouse, a fortress of inclusion.
I thought this was Vail Place.
This is your script, Thomas. I'm only acting this because of you. Are we on the same page?
Right. Sorry.
Hold on to your beard, Thomas. You're about to meet clubhouse members, staff, and volunteers. Legends of the superhero universe. Matt, oh master of resilience, What secrets of our fortress of inclusion would you like to share with our new friend?
I came to Vail Place because I was isolating, staying at home, and having a lot of trouble communicating with other people. I found Vail Place, and it gave me just the right amount of structure to start to feel my way in the world again. I can't imagine how people did it before Clubhouse, how they actually made the transition from being hit with a devastating mental illness to finding their way back into the working world again. I'd say that without Vail Place, that kind of recovery would be miraculous at best.
I thought I was going to meet superheroes. He just seems like a regular guy in a sweater.
Do I have to remind you again? This is your story. This is how you remember it.
Are you criticizing me for having trouble tracking reality and fantasy? I have a serious mental illness, remember?
Hey, we all have a serious mental illness here. That's kind of the point. Now, getting back to your script, I bet you're wondering about the terms member and clubhouse.
You read my mind.
Oh, I got this. Clubhouse is like the Force. It's our guiding powers. It's the recovery model we follow. It has been around for 60 years. There are almost 340 clubhouses in 33 countries around the world. Like the Force. It requires adherence to rigorous standards. It's an evidence-based practice, Thomas.
I didn't know the Force was an evidence-based practice.
Hey, you don't interrupt someone when he's challenging the Force.
Clubhouse is most definitely good. One that helps each person whom we respectfully refer to as members find his or her own personal path to recovery. We do not focus on illness, but on each person's strengths and gifts. Every individual has a unique path to follow. The Clubhouse respects that. Matt, oh champion of hope, open the eyes of this novice with your Clubhouse wisdom.
Okay.
Oh my God, Matt.
If you're having a bad day, you can still come and feel you're accepted here. And it's a place where you can have a lot of fun. And the activities help you break out of where you are. And you know, having a little bit of fun activities is one of the most healing things about being here.
Yes.
And really important, we have the work order day. It's good to pitch in and...
What's the work order day?
Well, that's kind of the foundation of the Clubhouse. Everybody here is equal.
Everybody.
Members and staff, we all work side by side to get everything done.
It's a lot more empowering because we're joining in and helping make the place run, which makes you feel more a part of it. You can do clerical work on a computer. You can do maintenance tasks. I like to buff floors.
Well, I can beat that. I've been on the board of directors. There's 18 members on the board, but 4 are Vail Place members. So you see, we have a voice in everything.
You can do creative stuff, like work on the newsletter or join the theater group.
Come on, Thomas.
You can help facilitate classes.
What kind of classes?
All sorts of stuff. Wellness, nutrition, yoga, arts. What do you like?
Comics, superheroes.
You read about superheroes?
They're kind of a part of my life now, and I draw them.
Cool, cool.
I have a feeling you're going to fit right in here. Because, yes, we all are regular people, but we are superheroes too.
Yes.
Folks come here to get lifted up by superhero peers and superhero staff. And then they become superheroes for others. Superheroes save people, right? We save each other while figuring out how to save ourselves. Everybody is a superhero here.
Yes, yes, yes. Come on, Thomas, come on.
Wow. It felt like family. My own family couldn't deal with my mental illness. After my third suicide attempt, my dad said I was a bad influence on my brothers and sisters, and he sent me to live with his sister and her husband. They didn't have kids and always wanted them, so they were willing to try, and they did. But they lived in a small town, and my behavior soon made me a very public embarrassment. So I ran away to get lost in a big city, and I did. I got very lost. Vail Place was the first time I felt like I might belong, but still.
Hello again.
Hey, get out of here. I don't need you anymore.
Then why did you call me?
I didn't. You just show up.
Okay, fair enough. But that's because I know what you know. You don't belong at Vail Place.
I could. I really think I could.
You heard them. They work. You've never worked a day in your life.
They'd show me, and I don't have to work if I don't want to. I can do other things there, get involved in activities and classes, and be around people.
Right. You could do artsy-fartsy stuff.
Maybe even the theater group?
Why not?
Get real. You don't want to be an actor. How low can you go?
I need help. Will you help me, please? Say, "Be gone, Dubator."
Be gone, Dubator.
One more
Pathetic.
time. Be gone, Dubator. Thank you. So what do you think happened next? Who thinks I went directly to Vail Place? Who thinks my drinking got the better of me?
Yeah!
Everybody's right. I went back, became a member, and things went really well for a while. I got involved. I even started a drawing class. I made friends. Then one day, I showed up drunk. I knew the rules. I was asked to leave, but I told I'd be welcome back when I was sober. I wasn't sure I'd make it back, but Vail Place didn't give up on me. They followed up, encouraged me to go to my AA meetings, and they took me back. There's more to my story, but first...
Really? I had to interrupt preparations for my next battle to thank more sponsors? This better be the last time. Recovery Superheroes is also sponsored by Medica, with additional support from Frederickson and Byron and Excel Energy, and from Blue Cross Blue Shield of Minnesota and Bremer Bank. Hey, how about supporting me a little? I'm not getting a good vibe from this group. I am a very accomplished villainess.
As you can see with Thomas, Vail Place doesn't give up on folks. We're there for every member with whatever their need is. Making friends, getting back to school or to work, health and wellness classes and support groups, connecting with community resources. Like Thomas, most members need help with a lot of different things and someone to help them pull it all together. Vail Place does this for every single member for about $1,000 a year. Now, if you spread that $1,000 a year over a month, how much would that be? $83.33 a month. That's right. $83.33 a month provides complete support for a member for 1 month. And that adds up to complete support for 1 year. And what a coincidence. It shows up right here on my shield.
Ka-ching!
I'll be back.
Ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching.
Welcome to Vail Place, Sarah.
Thanks.
I'm Thomas, and I'm going to give you a tour. Tell me, how did you find out about Vail Place?
My therapist has had other clients that have gone here. She thought it might be good for me.
It's certainly been good for me.
How long have you been here?
A couple of years now.
You don't seem like you need this place. I mean, you're really confident. You don't have trouble talking to people or anything.
You should have seen me 2 years ago. Do you have trouble talking to people?
I get pretty anxious around people I don't know. My therapist thought I'd meet people right here. Might be comfortable here.
Thank you for sharing how you feel. Just so you know, a lot of people here are the same. I used to be too. Now I get pretty animated about this place. But I'm going to try to give you my low-key tour so I don't overwhelm you. So this place is a place where you can just be yourself.
I'm not always sure who that is.
Perfect. We can help you find yourself. It's what we do here. Okay, let me introduce you to Vail Place.
Don't get too excited, underlings. I mean, fine, sure, okay, right? Maybe Vail Place does a good job helping people with serious mental illnesses make friends, find a home and a job, connect with resources they need in the community, coordinate all of their services, and help them integrate their overall health and wellness. Well, big deal. There are still thousands of people in this community who don't have access to Vail Place or anything like it. And all those forgotten souls are mine! Who are you?
Most people know me as Vicky, Vail Place Executive Director. But today, I am Visionary Woman!
VW! I don't like the looks of this!
I'll get back to you in a minute. So unfortunately, this dastardly villain is correct. Shush you! There is a bigger battle to fight. There are many more people who need the power of Vail Place, but who haven't had it to access. Can we reach them all? Maybe not, but we're gonna try. And to do this, we've expanded our capacity by renovating our clubhouse and buying a new building for our expanding case management program, which has doubled in size. We've continued to develop our partnership with North Memorial, as you've already heard this morning, to build a person-centered integrated care unit. And we've acquired Vail House, a 23-bed transitional housing program that provides comprehensive support for individuals who are suffering with a mental illness and chemical dependency issues. And Vail Place was designated a clubhouse orientation site by Clubhouse International so that we can trade other programs in the clubhouse model. We want more people in need to gain access to these life-saving, life-changing recovery models.
No, not the model! Not the recovery model!
And we can only do this with your help. You are superheroes too.
That's right. It's time for all of you to put on your mask and pick up your weapons. Table hosts, if needed, provide a little superhero assistance to make sure your cohorts are ready for battle, especially that they have their pledge packets at the ready. Because what you are about to do is super heroic. I mean, can I hear a battle cry of huzzah? Huzzah! 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 But wait. Before you do battle, let me do a health check. The pulse in the room is very strong, very strong. I'm sensing a healthy appreciation for the impact that $1,000 a year, or just $83.33 a month, will have for someone like Thomas. And with a 5-year pledge for many others like him. But wait. I'm also sensing a healthy appreciation and the impact that any pledge, or any one-time gift will have for Vail Place. All gifts help all members. Thank you. Your table host can help you with any questions you have. We'll be back in just a few. Thank you.
All right, well, thank you everyone for heroically filling out your pledge forms. So before you leave for your workplaces, your homes, or infinity and beyond, we want to say thank you to you. And we especially want to thank our table hosts for teleporting all of you to join us here today. We also want to thank our sponsors.
Wait, that's my job. Thanks. Thank you again to North Memorial, TCF, Success Computer Consulting, Medica, Frederickson and Byron, Excel Energy, Bremer Bank, and Blue Cross Blue Shield of Minnesota. Your support completely covered the costs for today's events. And one more for old time's sake.
Be gone, debilator!
Fine.
All right, well, there are a lot of people who made this event possible. So before I bring the cast up, which I know that you're all excited about, there are two people that we really want to acknowledge today, Stefano Laverso and Mary Irie, who are in the back of the room, who made this entire production possible. All right, and for our cast members, Shauna, Jonathan Andress, Jonathan Davis, Erna, Linda, Ralph, Josh, John, Cindy, and Richard. All right, let's take a step back. Thank you, everyone. Enjoy your day.